show.
Tom, hey. I know she's following me up. Big boss man shit. Gang.
I've been telling me in different hoes. Me and bro, we switching lows. Hit her with a pick and rolls.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Uppe.
And it's your boy Ade.
And welcome back to another episode of Boss Talks. Today we got a special guest, my homegirl to the right of me.
My name is Ranel. I go to school with And
Uppe.
My fault. My fault, y'all. My fault. I go to school with Uppe, and I'm going to school to be ultrasound tech too. Work on the side, full-time bitch. Yeah.
At our IG.
Oh yeah.
Down below.
Okay.
But, besides that, the expectations of a man. Are we being realistic? And we're gonna also talk about the expectations of a woman as well. But yeah, we're gonna jump right into
the first question. The first question is, what are your expectations of a man?
Okay. I was telling them before, off camera this, but at the moment in my life, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now, so it's not really on top of my head. But if I had to devise, I would definitely say definitely leadership. I feel like a man should I as a person, I'm naturally dominant. I can't really be submissive. So it's definitely hard for me, but I feel like a man should be naturally dominant. I feel like in some situations men tend to want women to be submissive, but they're not doing the proper stuff. I feel like a man should definitely be able to lead efficiently and properly. Definitely a provider to an extent. I think it goes both ways. Women should be able to provide in certain ways, and men should be able to provide as well. Definitely contribution, especially when children come into play. It should be equal contribution. I feel like for both parties, it should just be equal, equal respect, equal contribution. But I guess if you're talking about men, just definitely providers. Again, naturally dominant, not forced dominant, naturally dominant. Just respectful, courteous, just normal human traits, really.
I'm sorry, I just want to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
So before you say you're a naturally dominant person.
Side eye.
Definitely.
I'm a
side eye.
I can't help y'all. I can't help it.
So as a dominant woman, and you said right now you're not looking for it, but in the future, when you're in the market looking for alpha male, how do you expect them to want you if you already have an energy that clashes with his?
And I was gonna say I wouldn't mind submitting, possibly, somewhat to a man that can naturally naturally dominate. I wouldn't mind submitting because that's honestly how it's supposed to go. When you look at it traditionally, that's how it should be. Technically, the man is supposed to dominate and lead, and the woman is kind of supposed to be submissive. I would not mind, but it would have to be a natural dominance. It cannot be you clearly are not doing what you have to do, and then you want me to sit there and just listen to whatever you say. If you're not on your shit accordingly, I'm not gonna listen to what you have to say. But if you're doing what you have to do, I don't mind taking a step back and letting you lead. That's not an issue. It's just I am, you know what I'm saying? I can't help it. That's naturally how I am. I'm gonna say what I have to say. I'm gonna do what I have to do. Period. But if you do what you got to do right, I don't mind taking a step back and letting you do what you got to do either.
So I have a follow-up question to that. You said that you're naturally dominant, right? But you did also say that earlier that you're not interested in a relationship right now, right?
Yeah.
So for when you are interested in finding a relationship, wouldn't you think that natural dominant characteristic of yours would hold yourself back from finding that partner naturally?
It could hold me back, but there also are men who like women who are dominant. There's men I have interacted with and talked with, even if me and him haven't dated.
Side eye. Side eye.
There are men that I have talked to, whatever, we chopped it up. And they like that. There's there are men I've talked to and they've been no, I can see you're kind of a dominant person. I like that, you would take the lead. So obviously I'll find me, a little simp or something, and hopefully he fucks with that. But or just a man that's, a little chill. But I mean, not every man is gonna be I know you for sure. You're very you're gonna want to lead for sure. And I'm not sure about you, but you seem like you're with him, so you're definitely gonna want to be the dominant person. So you wouldn't want a woman like me, essentially, which is totally fine. I understand that we're all entitled to our own preferences. But yeah, there are definitely men who are more on the willing to let the woman lead side. So I think it wouldn't be too hard to find a man
willing to let a woman lead.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Not willing. No, yeah, I realized. Not willing to let me lead, but will be I guess understanding that I'm also gonna want a partial leadership role. I guess if that makes sense.
Go ahead, Uppe.
Yeah.
I know you had a lot to say.
Yeah, because in the beginning you said that when you will be in the future looking for a man, you wanted a man to trust and lead you.
Yeah.
But right now you just contradicted yourself saying that you want a man to let you lead, but that's you not giving the man an opportunity to to take those steps to.
She also did say that she wanted a simp too as well.
I didn't say I wanted a simp. I said there are men that are like simps that would like be okay with that.
Those are the type of men you want, though. We're not talking about them because you said you wanted a dominant man that's able to lead. You don't want a simp.
But there also are men that like. I'm just saying there are men that are like that that have no issue with women who are more dominant.
Okay,
we're not. Yeah, that's true.
Well, you guys are right. Yeah, I am kind of contradicting myself, and I didn't really realize that. But okay,
it's okay.
Yeah.
That's why we're having these boss talks. We're having these conversations to dissect it.
And if you guys down below have the same mindset, it is okay to grow.
No,
it's through these conversations that we can grow. And I'm not saying that to be, and I really mean it. It's like through conversations we level up and we advance in life. So talk about it.
But yeah, okay then yeah. I mean, okay, I guess ideally for me, if I was to be in a relationship, I guess I wouldn't be like I would want it to be like 50-50 because it just would be really hard for me to sit there and like just sit back and shut the fuck up. Like that's not my blood. My mom did not raise me like that. I'm talking my shit. I don't care. So it's just definitely gonna be hard for me. But I would be willing to like, take a step back. But I would want it to be like more 50-50. The only way I would ever sit there and like really, really let a man like lead completely is if he's really doing what he has to do. Like you have to it has to be a natural dominance. You have to be on top of your shit, every single like doing what you have to do, and then I'll do what I have to do first. I mean after, pause. But you're not about to be like half-assing it and expect me to do like everything 100%. That's just not how it works.
I can respect that. I honestly respect that.
Yeah. How about y'all? Question.
Okay,
what are you looking for in a woman? What are you looking for in a woman?
Uppe, you want to take this?
Yeah, I got you. For me personally, in a woman, I would expect somebody that can nurture, help foster a good family, a good setting to come back to after a long day of work. Honestly, it's like that's what I'm looking for. Like I'm at this point in my life where I want something to grow. I want to grow a family and leave another generation. But yeah, and a good woman is somebody that can listen, not be argumentative. Like we can go back and forth and talk, but if you can't like know when to stop and humble yourself, that shows me that you're not willing to listen and grow.
Yeah, maybe I do have some growth after all.
But besides that, I also want a woman. Yeah, you got God, please know how to cook. I like to
That's
eat.
fair. That's actually fair.
Yeah, have a family setting or a family mindset to just grow as well and be loving. Be on the emotional side that I can come home to and pillow talk basically with and I can trust. Trust is the biggest thing.
You basically want to like go to work, come home to a clean house, cook meal, kids are like taken care of, type shit.
Yeah, okay. But now if my wife or my woman in the future has a job as well, yeah, I can do some of the chores at home. That's not a problem. Like you have to be able to find that middle ground. That's how you have a successful relationship.
That too. Let's talk about that. Well, you gotta say what you gotta say first. But another thing, a lot of people like partnerships, especially in marriages. I feel like with like obviously heterosexual men and women. I feel like a lot of them, it's really the woman doing a lot of the like housework. Obviously, the men, they might go out to work or whatever, but when it comes down to taking care of the house, taking care of the children, everything falls on the woman, and that's not necessarily fair because it took two to tango. It took two for y'all to raise the children, so it's not right that she's having to sit there and spend every single day with the kids and taking care of them. Like, have you seen that video on Twitter? So sorry. Have you seen that video on Twitter where that lady was like crying on the phone because her husband was like, she was like trying to go out for like an hour just to be out with her friends. She's always with the kids. He's like calling her like, you need to come back home. I can't take care of the kids. Like, a lot of women be like married, but they're really like single because they have to do shit all by themselves. Like, yes, the man might provide, whatever, do the bills, whatever. But you also need support. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of men, when it comes down to like just marriage and stuff and relationships, they're not very supportive. They know how to support financially, but emotionally, they're lacking that. That was my part.
Okay.
What you think, Ade?
Well, so my expectations of a woman, I definitely 100% agree with what Uppe said. I definitely want a woman that is, brings peace to the household, that cooks, cleans at the end of the day. When I come home from work, things are taken care of. Because in my opinion, the man is supposed to, for me, take care of all the bills and stuff. I mean, not everybody's situation is going to be the same. Especially since we're all working people. But when I am ready to have that family, I'm definitely going to be taking care of most of the financial side of things, where she's going to be home nurturing the kids and everything. That's how I feel like it's supposed to be.
Word nigga shit.
Word. And yeah, definitely agree with what Uppe said on that.
Okay. So do you have any rebuttals to that?
Miss
Ranel?
Honestly, I don't have any rebuttals. I think you guys are pretty spot on. I feel like like again, like you said, it's not always gonna go that way for sure, but like
Mhm.
standardly, it does go that way, and it should go that way. I just feel like you guys the same thing. I really like have like an issue with like you guys sound like. I mean, well, you would like want to support your wife and like help with the
Yeah.
kids and stuff like that, right? In the house.
Well, of course, it's like those are mini me's.
Okay, all right, yeah. So I don't have any really rebuttals. I think, some good men over here, y'all.
Good
Yeah.
One more
Man.
quality,
Good black
I would
man.
want to add on to is that like she can't just be a dunce. Like I want a
Oh,
smart
yeah.
woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too.
So when things do turn left and I can't do what I have to do, say like God forbid something happens to me, that I know that she'll be able to take care of everything when I'm like in the hospital or something, and I can't be there for my family. That I know that she'll have the capability to take care of things when I'm not there. So that's definitely a good quality that I need.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Can't have no idiots. Gotta be working towards something. Gotta have some goals, a degree at some point in your life.
Yeah.
Can't fucking no losers.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is definitely power. Yeah.
It's definitely power.
Right. So next question is gonna be,
Mhm.
do you think you deserve those qualities that you named in a man that you would want? Right? Do you think you deserve a man with those type of qualities?
I mean, yeah, I think right now I don't think I'm gonna say no, just because again, A, I'm not looking, and B, like I just don't think like I'd be in that position where I would want to submit and like just like like let me just be your little girlfriend and sit down and chill. Like I'm just not in that. This is not my vibe right now. But I think maybe 5 years from now, that Ranel would definitely be willing to like be submissive and want to be in a relationship. But as of right now, I'm gonna just say no because it's just not what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna say no for
That's
that.
respectable.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
That is respectable, but I don't know if you want to divulge your age to the people, but I just want to know, why do women always, I won't say all women, but women most of the time rather wait or utilize the time when they are the most fruitful and say, nah, I'm gonna just spend it doing my own thing instead of building towards the future that they do want in the future.
That is a very good point.
So I'll disclose my age. Don't have much with that. Big 19 per.
Right.
And the reason why I just feel the way I am, I just feel like this. I'm young. I'm beautiful. I'm educated. I need to live my life. I need to be free. I'm sorry. I cannot be tied down to no obligations. I'm not about to be having no kids. I'm not about to be having no man. Nobody like trying to leash me into that. Like I need to live my life. I need to have fun. I need to get my degree and focus on what I have to do. Once I get all my shit in order, then I'll worry about a relationship. But as of right now, like I'm still in school. I still have like mad shit I have to worry. I need to stop cursing. Mad stuff I have to worry about and prioritize. So for me, a relationship is not like my priority. And I get that, I'm saying we are the most fruitful right now. But respectfully, bro, we're not in the 1950s. I do not need to get married at 19 and have 13 kids. Like I'm gonna live my best life as of right now. Maybe when I'm 25, I'll decide to settle down or whatever. But I also, one thing for me too, we can get into this. I don't know if y'all want to talk about this, but growing up for me, like I grew up with a single mother. So growing up, it was hard watching my mom struggle. So I always wanted to make sure that when I got older and when I have children, like I want to make sure my shit is in order so that my kids don't have to like kind of go through what I guess I went through in a sense. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm so like big on like prioritizing my education and all my stuff first. Like I could make the time for that. I just don't plan on it and just don't want to really. Which is not my thing right now. But I definitely, at some point I want to settle down. Like I don't want to die alone, but at some point I do want to settle down. I would want to have a family, 100%. Like I definitely see myself having children. Yeah, I see myself having that type of lifestyle. It's just not on my mind right now. It's just too much. I have too much stuff to think about and worry about. And yeah, I'm just, again, young, beautiful, educated. Like I gotta live my life. I have shit I have to do.
I'll give her that.
Yeah.
She's 19.
Yeah. I have shit I have to do.
She got still some. She got like a couple of years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I'm not about to be 19 trying to fucking start a family. Like, no, I'm still a kid.
Yeah, she's still young.
Yeah.
But there was a key word that you said, that you're planning for your future. Like, I guess it's not the fact that you have or you're looking towards a possibility that you may be alone, but it's like you're looking at the possibility that if I am alone, I can provide for me and said
that too. Yeah, like if for
so
me,
I can respect that. And
sorry.
I'm gonna continue talking because I was talking. But besides that, it's like I can respect the fact that you are planning towards the future, which a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, but it looks as if people don't plan for the future. People are so stuck on living in the moment. So if you at least don't have a plan, I'd say you aren't giving yourself a proper step towards success.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like how she's not like depending on a man to do everything for her.
She's
not a leech. So
that is another thing too. I feel like as women, like definitely again, ideally, you should definitely like the man should be dominant. You should be like more submissive, but also be able to fend for yourself. Like I feel like this is also another thing. I feel like some men, like men that are like kind of like abusive in a sense, like they'll try to like isolate women, like make them financially dependent on them, and then it makes it like harder for women to leave, and it just like continues a cycle. As a woman, even if you are leaning on a man, you should definitely still be able to like fend for yourself and care for yourself to some extent. Like you should not be solely dependent on him because God forbid something happens and that man like cuts you off from your family. Like you know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of messed up stuff to you. Now you're stuck in this position where you can't get out because everything is tied into this man. You gave your whole life to him. You have no money. All your money is his money, and now you're in a position that you can't get out of. And I'm not blaming the woman at all. Like I understand how a situation like that can happen, but it's best to avoid stuff like that. Obviously, that's an extreme. But stuff like that does happen on a daily basis. So it's definitely best, like, as a woman, to always just make sure that you know how to hold your own and stand your own ground. You can't always depend on people, period. Not even just men, people. Yeah.
Do you have anything to ask? I do have one more question. I will now just ask is, in this generation, we have a lot of expectations of men and said women and whatever preference you may have. I don't know. But besides that, are those expectations realistic? And are they fair to put those expectations on said other person?
I feel like at times, no. Like I feel like, for example, like with social media, women be seeing like little baby or like fucking, I don't know, like the baby, somebody, and they be like, oh, like Lil Durk, he bought India like $1 million this and X, Y, and that. But like you have to realize like these are celebrity people who are doing shit a certain way. Like you cannot expect a nigga on a block to be doing the same shit that this man is doing for you. Like I feel like sometimes expectations for both genders are a little just unrealistic at times. Like all people across are just very unrealistic at times. But that's definitely like one example for sure. And I feel like men have unrealistic examples as well too sometimes. I'm trying to think of some right now, but they definitely have some as well too. Yeah.
But we asked you specifically, are your expectations
my fault.
of the man that you described, that you said you wanted in the future, are those expectations realistic?
My fault. They talking about overall.
No, I was talking about overall, but we can also ask.
You were?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess for the second one, I don't think mine are unrealistic, only because of the fact that like the expectations I'm asking, I think are achievable, and I think that with like my response, like the way I would respond as well, I feel like it's pretty like it's fair for me to expect that. Like I don't think they're too far fetched. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't say she wanted like her man to buy her a Birkin bag.
Yeah, like it don't. As long as honestly, like,
well, she did contradict herself. We ain't gonna just
a little bit. No, but because honestly, sometimes I just be like speak out. I don't really be like, yeah.
But I don't think her expectations.
I don't think they're a little too far out. As long as I'm just being taken care of accordingly, and I'm not being. You're not putting your hands on me. You're not doing nothing crazy to me. You're not cheating on me, making me look stupid. I don't care how you look. None of that. As long as you're treating me right, that's really what that matters. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Ade, what about you? Do you think your expectations are realistic?
I think my expectations are definitely realistic.
Yeah, I think so too.
Definitely.
I think both of you guys have.
And what about this generation? How do you feel about this generation?
Of what they expect expect from a woman?
Or from both sides?
I feel like sometimes women definitely have very unrealistic expectations of what they want from a man, because they don't even know what a man wants from them, and they're over here like expecting all these crazy things from them, like Birkin bags, like I said earlier, and cars, and pay for this, pay for that. But like, what are you bringing back to the man to deserve all of that? And they can't even looks. They can't even name like 3 things. You feel me? So it's like I feel like definitely women in this generation have very unrealistic expectations.
Do you think men have unrealistic expectations though? Because y'all definitely do.
Like what?
Like sometimes when it comes in terms of like just body image, sometimes I feel like y'all can tend to have, not all the time, but like some men can tend to have like specific expectations.
What you mean by that? Body
like
image?
They be wanting like, they'll be like, oh, like I want my woman to have this type of shape. She has to have like a slim waist, a big butt in the center. And it's like, I think men have like, to an extent, they do be having some expectations unrealistic. Can I come up with some at the moment? Give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. Go
you
first.
Definitely said you just said that you. That
no, I do. They do, but I'm trying to think of some because it's easier for me as a woman to think of some as a woman, but as a thinking from a man perspective, I have to think. But I feel like y'all definitely do. I just have to like devise.
You just said that men have unrealistic expectations
to an extent
of how they want a woman's body shape to be. I feel like
that was just one example.
I think that example you gave is false.
I think it's fair to have that equivalent because women look at a man for their height.
Yeah.
Also like if somebody's less than 5 foot tall, you're not messing with that man. So it's like,
That's true.
if
Yeah.
we want
It's a
a
fair
woman to
equivalent.
look a certain type of way to be fit to be in the gym,
That's true,
that's
yeah.
definitely fair.
That's
Especially
fair.
if we ourselves, we be in the gym too. So it's like,
Yeah.
if we require that for our women, how is that unfair?
That's fair. I feel like I don't know. I kind of think cut this out. Like,
No.
Nah, we're not cutting it out. This is the raw. This is the
No,
raw truth.
I'm trying to
Like,
think. Like, I
let's
don't
really-
know. Like, it's easier for me to think as a woman because I'm a woman, but I'm trying to think. I know both genders, well, everybody across, we all have unrealistic expectations. It's just like kind of different for me to think.
I think this is very
But-
telling because you don't even know what men like expect from women. That you can't even explain
And it's okay.
how it's unreal. It's okay.
She's 19.
Yeah.
You're 19. You
And,
feel
but
me?
this is a conversation she needed to hear, and hopefully this is a conversation you guys like to hear. And definitely like and subscribe and comment down below your expectations of your opposite sex, or just comment down below what you guys expect out of it.
Word.
But it's like, it's fair to have those expectations because women expect the world and more from a man.
Some, yeah.
No, most.
Most.
I mean, I can't really speak for all, so I don't know.
I'm
but
just going off of what I see
fair.
and what's on social media and
That's
what's
fair.
publicized.
But social media isn't real life, though.
It's
For a
not.
lot of these people, it is.
Yeah, but social media isn't real life. You can't really. I mean, you could use social media for sure, but it's not real life. Like the shit that they be saying on social media don't even be making sense sometimes at all. They be wanting like the shit they be asking for and saying what they want in men and women. But especially what I noticed that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like not on no sellout shit, but I have noticed that with women sometimes they do have like it is what I was saying earlier about the whole like Benz and Birkins and shit like that. Yeah, like that's definitely I've noticed that like a new trend of that. And it's a little absurd. You can't expect somebody who makes like $30,000 a year to like.
It's
They
what
can't
these
even
city
buy
girls
that
are.
shit.
This
Yeah.
is what they're.
This is publicized.
Exactly.
Yeah,
this
that's
is what they're
true.
promoting. Like all these.
You
songs,
say you a
all
bad
these
wife?
artists
What you
listen
said at the
to.
beginning? You was a bad wife?
Yeah,
A full time, but I'm not saying a bad bitch
this
in
is
the
that
sense
new
of like
mentality.
I'm not saying a bad bitch in the sense of like oh like
But that's
I
the
want this, I want
mindset
that. I'm
that's
just saying it like
publicized.
I'm like pretty, like I'm a bad like that. That's what I meant. Not like that.
Hey,
I'm
but you
saying
can't agree.
that-
Like this new age of
Yeah.
woman, like all this city girl talk. This is what
That's
they're
what's being
promoting. They
spread.
want the
Well-
top of the line guy that does everything for them.
Yeah, I
Gives them the
mean,
world.
yeah, you could say
Trips
that.
to Aruba.
Yeah, you
and
can say
then you
that.
can see
Private
it off
jets.
the engagements too. It's like people see the celebrities that have that and they love it and they repost it every day,
Yeah.
hoping they can attain that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but that's
Even though
just
it's not likely sometimes.
So would
Yeah,
you
that's just
say
something
that
unrealistic.
is an unrealistic expectation?
100%, yeah, because you have to look within your tax bracket. Like, you cannot sit there and, like, if you work at fucking Five Guys and your man works at Marshall's, you cannot expect him to be doing shit that low dirty.
Yeah, you gotta be
know what I'm
fair.
saying? Yeah, you gotta be fair.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I think. What else? Like, I don't.
I'm sorry.
Did you ever find out anything that makes a man's expectation of a woman unrealistic or no? Still no?
I'm, like, I don't know. I'm not a man, so, like, you know, like, I'm trying to think.
We told you what we expect. Like we don't expect
No, but I'm trying
much.
to think of unrealistic. Like, definitely, I feel like.
I don't feel like
That's
there's
the
really
point.
any unrealistic.
Everything
There's
a man
nothing-
is asking for
it's
is not
realistic.
out of this
Thank
world.
you.
It's attainable. The fact that there's so many downgraded or not successful relationships is because people won't see or meet a middle ground, compromise.
Yeah.
Talk
That's
about
true.
it, conversate, guys. It's attainable. If you have your out of this world mindset that you want everything from this man or woman, you gotta look in the mirror and ask yourself, do I really need that? Do I deserve that? And if you really think you do, talk to somebody. Because shit, you might really not.
And if you think you don't deserve that,
Talk to
work
somebody.
on yourself.
Yeah,
Work on yourself for real.
talk to somebody. You need help.
Yeah.
But it's okay. And I hope you gain something from this. You may not need it
You
now,
kill me with. Well, go ahead.
but this is to the viewers. But this is to the viewers
This
as
is
well.
an everyday thing, bro.
Because this is
Got a couple classmates going at it right here.
this nigga be one
I
of.
love it.
Look,
this-
the
this-
point
bro.
is
He swears he's my dad. Like,
the point is there's so many people that have the similar mindset as you that they may not want nothing right now, or they may want something now different from you, but they don't know how to achieve it. I hope this helps you. Talk about it. But with that was another episode. I love this talk. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely good
I
conversation.
mean, I like
today.
my classmate Ranel. I appreciate you for coming out. I
Yeah.
have some more
Time.
classmates soon coming as well.
Word.
Besides that, conversate, guys.
Word.
yeah.
And definitely comment down below other topics that you guys want us to talk about.
Like,
We definitely
subscribe.
definitely need some more opinions.
Share.
Word.
Go on Instagram. But we're gonna holla at you guys.
This was Boss
It's
Talks.
been up there.
I did.
Holla at y'all.
We out of here.
Y'all just was gonna skip me?
Lately I've been thinking what's the better route. Gotta watch at that back door, they try and take